Well, let's change pace completely now for a magic ride through the Great Barrier Reef. In a world first, tourists are being given the opportunity to explore the reef in a scuba, a mini submarine. Chris Allen was one of the first on board and he's just filed this report.
It is one of the most spectacular views in the world, the Great Barrier Reef from the air. We're on our way to Heron Island, a 30-minute chopper ride from Gladstone in central Queensland. And if you think the reef looks amazing from up here, wait till you see the view we've got for you down there.
Ready to come aboard?
So this is scuba.
Come get a scuba ride. We got our submarine here. It's ready to take you down on the Great Barrier Reef.
The first thing you notice is how compact it is. Only room for 3, including the pilot.
Shoulder to shoulder. Sometimes you're shoulder to shoulder with the most interesting people.
And of course you're the pilot.
Yep.
A submarine has a pilot.
Yeah, a submarine has a pilot rather than a driver because we really fly it. We call it flying the submarine.
Until now, Erica Bergman has piloted this sub mostly for research. Now she's a tour guide.
We just close this hatch because we don't want the water to come in. And
Because this is an Uber ride. Do you have water and mints as well?
Oh, would you care for a scuba mint?
I'd love one, thank you.
How convenient was that?
Yeah.
We are on bottom, and we are, we're on the Great Barrier Reef.
Wow, look at that. For people like me who've never scuba dived, this is a unique opportunity to get immersed in another world, to get up close to the marine life which makes up the greatest living wonder in the world. And take a look at that view, it's simply remarkable.
This is a global first. Uber and Tourism Events Queensland working together to take this message, these images of the reef that people have never seen before to the world.
Leanne Coddington from Tourism and Events Queensland says scuba is the latest way to promote the reef.
Of course the reef has been challenged in recent times, and we felt that we needed to show people what the reef really looks like.
A little bit Finding Nemo, a little bit James Bond.
It is a little bit James Bond.
And this is worth $2 million.
Yeah, if you want to buy one, you're welcome to. We'll make it for you.
Well, I'm among the first to ride in scuba. Soon it will be available for anyone to hire. It'll be based here off Heron Island for about 2 weeks. Then it's going to transfer to Cairns in far north Queensland for about another 2 weeks. And who knows, if it is a success, it may become a permanent fixture on the reef.
It's $1,500 a person, but that includes Uber picking you up at your hotel and taking you to the heliport, helicoptering out to the reef and then back, and then an hour in scuba, seeing the world and the reef like nobody else can see.
Normally, this submarine is only available to the ultra-rich. Actually, at $1,500 per person, that is equivalent to a helicopter ride and a day's scuba diving in this equivalent space. But by having it in a submarine, it's much more accessible. You don't need to be a fantastic swimmer, you don't need to be an expert scuba diver, and you can still have that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I'm just a bit concerned because you use a PlayStation remote control to play.
You like this? Yeah. And that's because everything in this submarine has triple redundancy. We are very safety focused. And the nice thing about a gamepad controller like this is if it gets wet, if it gets broken, I actually have 3 of them in the submarine right now. They're just hiding behind your seat.
And what happens if we spring a leak?
It's unlikely. It's very unlikely. We have water alarms that will sound or flash.
Susan Anderson from Uber says you can only order a ride using the Uber app.
You can open the app in selected Queensland cities. If you put in the destination of the Great Barrier Reef, you will then be able to select to be a 2-person trip in a scuba.
Uber is also making a sizable donation to help protect the reef.
Uber's partnering with citizens of the Great Barrier Reef, both contributing $100,000, which is going towards research on preservation opportunities, but also all of the fares for scuba will also be donated.
Well, for most of us, this is a great adventure. The people at Tourism Queensland are hoping we don't look on it as just another thrill ride. They're hoping the people who take this journey will get a greater appreciation of the reef and the struggles it's going through. And Erica, what do you think? Do you think it makes a difference bringing people down here?
I think it's incredible taking people down on an experience like this. Some people can't scuba dive or don't like the idea of it. And this submarine is this perfectly concealed, safe little environment to go explore.
What we really need is for people all over the world to come here and see the reef, experience it firsthand, realise what an amazing place it is.
Dr. David Wackenfeld is from the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, a scientist who knows better than anyone how healthy the reef is.
Different parts of the reef have a history of different sorts of impact: cyclones, coral bleaching events, crown of thorn starfish outbreaks. Down here on Heron Island, there hasn't been a coral bleaching event or a cyclone for quite a few years, and this is really an amazing example of what a healthy Great Barrier Reef looks like.
Film crews from around the globe are flying in for the launch of Scuba from Great Britain, New Zealand, France. So soon there could be tourists everywhere lining up for a ride. But don't despair if you think you could never afford one, because at the same time, Tourism Queensland is launching a competition, and the prize is a holiday here on the Great Barrier Reef and a trip in the submarine.
They'll be able to bring a partner and come and experience scuba and beam those messages out to us.
Uber customers, Uber riders and driver partners in a select number of countries will have the opportunity to tell us in 25 words or less why they should get this opportunity to use scuba.
I guess everyone remembers seeing Sir David Attenborough in one of these submarines.
Millions of people around the world have seen the BBC series on the Great Barrier Reef, and they've seen Sir David Attenborough view the Great Barrier Reef through the window of a submarine, and this is a chance for anyone who wants to come and visit to have that same Sir David Attenborough experience.
We've got lots of soft adventure and hard adventure seekers out there. People are looking for a new experience, and this is an absolutely new way to experience the reef.
And what would you be saying to someone who's contemplating a ride on scuba?
Do it. Do it. I'll be your driver or one of our other very fantastic pilots. This is our dream job. We are absolutely the happiest we can be when we're underwater taking people on a ride.
Does look pretty cool. There's more on that story and how to enter the scuba competition on our website.